Hello, you. I see you dropping a new season over there, as if you don't want to be noticed, as if you don't want to be cherished. Well, I notice, and I want to know, what did you think of you?
Uh, I really like you. The new season just came out, and I feel like a lot of people maybe gave up on it too soon. It's definitely something that you need to follow through with till the end. And that's how I feel about the show in general. I feel like a lot of people maybe gave up on it too soon, and if you stick with it, they definitely continue to throw some twists and turns at you. So.
Right.
I really like it. What did you think? Because I had already seen it,
Yep.
and then season four, part one came out.
Uh-huh.
And did you watch that with me before you watched?
Yes,
So you watched season one, part four.
yeah, that was my first, I started with season 4, part 1, and then we watched all of the rest of the show leading up to it before part 2 came out.
Yes. So you kind of watched it way out of order, but you did watch the entire show.
Yeah,
So
yep.
how did you feel about it?
I think because I used to see it here and there, because it definitely has some cheesy, cringy stuff, like some YA novel crap.
Right.
And if you just walk in and judge it based off that, like the I Wolf You crap and all that, it's easy to think it's stupid. But deep down the show, I loved it. I thought it was really, I think Penn Badgley is a really talented actor, and the way
Yeah.
he's able to portray Joe and his duality of characteristics and emotions, and how with his eyes he can really portray just like a calm, cool guy, and then also this psychopath. And it's like you said a lot. I've heard talk to a lot of people who gave up on previous seasons because of they think it just can be so ridiculous. But at this point, I'm starting to think that's a strength in shows when they're just so comfortable with themselves they can just do whatever. Because it kind of does start to feel like the same thing with the first 3 seasons with him, just following someone and then it just leads to it spiraling out of control. But with the fourth one, the fourth season, new one that just dropped, you really feel them taking a new step and just like having fun with the character and embracing everything that the show is. Because it's like a superhero show about a bad guy, it's an anti hero show, you know? And so I would say I think it's really good overall. Penn Badgley's good. There's a lot of great side characters too. Like 46 throughout it was awesome. All the side characters are great. Jenna or
46?
46, he was the one girl's brother. Remember?
40?
40 is
Okay.
a great character. He's one of my favorites throughout it. But who is some of the things you know,
I liked, like you said, the duality of Joe's character, where like he's clearly, you shouldn't be rooting for him, but sometimes you kind of are. It's like so weird the way he's able to play, two completely different characters all in one. And I mean, that's his whole thing. And I feel like you is something we haven't seen before mixed with something we have seen before, which would be Dexter.
yep,
And you, like you said, it has fun and it doesn't take itself too seriously. And so, because of that, like that's a good thing because then it's able to have that fun with itself. And it even makes a reference about being similar to Dexter at one point. So it's like they know what they're doing, but it's almost like a tweaked, like refined version, modern version of
right,
Dexter, like bringing it into the new age.
definitely,
And like where Dexter was about serial killers, and at the time that was so scary, and like that's still scary now, but this one's about a stalker, which is like really horrifying because a lot of women can, relate to being stalked and stuff.
definitely, definitely,
So that's why that one, like, I remember I used to watch certain episodes and I'd be totally creeped out afterwards, like
right,
closing my windows and stuff. But
yeah,
season four, they took such a long break between it that by the time you're watching season four, it's like I'm actually glad I got to go back and rewatch the previous seasons with you because it's like I almost completely forgot what I had seen
right,
about Joe for the first three seasons, and by season four, I was just like, really rooting for him and just, really on his side. And then, you definitely have to remember, like, this is Joe.
Right.
He was never the good guy.
Yep, yep.
And you really can't expect too much from him.
Exactly.
So that's why this show, I feel like, keeps you on the edge of your seat and just keeps you guessing. And I would definitely recommend this show to anyone that has Netflix. Honestly, stick with it, and I really think you'll enjoy it in the end.
Yeah.
What about you? Would you recommend it to anyone specific or?
I say anybody who, because this show does have a little bit of everything. It has good comedy, good drama, good action, and it's just really charming. And all the actors are always really good. And I'd recommend it to everybody also. Anyone who's even given up on it, I'd say give it another chance and just kind of stick with it because it is a show where like you won't be able to guess everything that's happening, and I'm just really excited for more you. All right, guys, if you liked the video, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching.
All right, bye later, bye.